it's a, where the surgeon uses in the surgery, and you take that little loop, just put to the tip, and a little bit on your finger, go and lubricate your rectum. Your tube should go anywhere from 2 to 4 inches inside, okay? If it goes longer, it's okay. So it should go like that. Now, go and look at the Google it. There are more than one method of doing taking the enema. Some people sit in the toilet seat and they take it. Some people stand and they do it. Some people lay down on the floor and then take it. Anyway, which works for you, that's what you got to do. Once your tube is in, open the valve. When you open the valve, when you open the valve, water starts going in, and then you fill it up. Fill your stomach up, and so that's how simple it is. It takes me. I was very scared when the first time Chavan said at my house, he was showing me how to take enema, and I was not comfortable. But after I started taking it, it takes me 3 minutes. It takes 3 minutes the part to empty in my stomach, and then another 4 or 5 minutes. I'm pretty much under discharging all the impurities. So this should try to keep. If it's higher, it has a better pressure, but minimum you should have a 4 to 6 feet higher, than the ground where you are sitting or you are laying down on the floor or whatever. So if you have some more questions, please ask us, and Punita Ben can show it to the female, and I can guide the male how to do that. But the enema is must. If you are not going to do enema, all the bets are off. Okay, if you don't take impurities out, everything you do, right food, right drink, everything you do, it's not going to be effective if you don't take enema. Enema is a must. Again, enema don't have to be taken the rest of your life. I agree with Punita Ben. But one of the things you need to understand is the rule of thumb is if you drink green juice in the afternoon, and 15-20 minutes, if you have a cold and you have to go to bathroom, and when bathroom the whole green juice comes out, that means your system is clean from top to the bottom, and that is the cleansing method. And enema is more important, especially when you do a fasting, or if you are on a rasahar. Don't do rasahar or don't do fasting if you're not going to take enema, because that it's considered to be a crime on the body, because body it does not have enough energy to push the impurities out. So you got to help the body out a little bit. Okay, so that needs to be done. So that is the part of enema. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about is the milk product. This milk product, there is no animal in this world drinks the milk of other animal. Human is the only one. And if simply said, our DNA, when baby is conceived and when baby is been delivered, then mother starts getting, milk production starts in her body. So God makes a milk which is easily digestible for that little child to digest it. When you substitute the milk with a cow milk or buffalo milk or whatever milk, that milk, when you analyze that, all the criteria, calcium, protein, everything is so off, and the DNA, it screws up the human DNA so bad, right then and then only. So what you need to do is to, when milk is not needed by the child, God automatically stops mother making milk anymore in the body. Yeah, mother milk in the body. So so that is the reason. And we need to, this milk, what we are consuming it really hurts the body, and that's most of the disease causes by that. Dr. Rupa Ben Shah, she's a general physician in Bombay, and I talked to her, and she has sent me one of her video, which the whole video I won't have a time to show it to you here, but we will show you glimpse of it, and then we will Punita will post it in our website. Please go through that. She has done a tremendous. She herself become free from the load of diseases as soon as she stopped drinking milk. And you know, God has made everybody's digesting system based on, you know, what type of the yoni person, you know, the animal carries it. You know, some birds can eat raw grain and they can digest it. You know, some of the meat-eating animals, they can digest meat, raw meat. You know, but we are, you know, we are forcing ourselves to take the food which is not made for human, and we are forcing that. Second reason you don't want to take a dairy. Dairy is highly acidic. When you take acidic food, your blood becomes acidic, and that's what most of the disease starts. Alkaline blood type will not allow any infection to grow, period. But acidic blood type will pick up infection very quickly, and infection would grow in your body very fast. So we would like to go ahead and take the food which is alkaline and produce less acid. Excessive acid in your body does cause a lot of diseases, okay? And we want to avoid that. So with that, Ajay bhai, if that's possible, can you show that milk video, please?
Sure.
So आज जो विषय मुझे दिया है वो है पशुजन्य दूध का हमारे स्वास्थ्य के ऊपर दुष्परिणाम और ये दूध के क्या पर्याय हो सकते हैं। मैं एक एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर हूँ और पिछले 35 सालों से प्रैक्टिस कर रही हूँ, लेकिन पिछले 13 सालों से मैं ज्यादा ध्यान वनस्पति जन्य आहार वाली जीवन शैली पर दे रही हूँ। वनस्पति जन्य आहार यानी कि होल फूड प्लांट बेस्ड डाइट वाली जीवन शैली, तो ये इसमें दूध, पशुजन्य दूध का समावेश नहीं है। यानी कि सभी लोग आज जो शब्द यूज कर रहे थे वो है शुद्ध शाकाहारी, तो इसी को मैं वनस्पति जन्य आहार वाली जीवन शैली बोलती हूँ। सबसे पहले मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि मैं इस विषय पर कैसे आई। 13 साल पहले मैंने एक वर्कशॉप अटेंड की थी। ये डॉक्टर नंदिता शाह ने कंडक्ट की थी शरण में से, मुंबई में पहली वर्कशॉप थी। मैं जब गई तो वहां मैंने सुना कि दूध और दूध के पदार्थ नहीं लेने चाहिए। मैंने सोचा ये तो बहुत ही एक्सट्रीम बात है, हम लोग सब ऑर्गेनिक खाते हैं, एंटीबायोटिक्स वगैरह लेते नहीं है, काफी अच्छी लाइफस्टाइल है हमारी, दूध भी छोड़ देना ये तो बहुत ही बड़ी बात है। फिर भी इन्होंने बताया था, वैसे मैंने 30 दिन के लिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, दूध और दूध के सारे पदार्थ छोड़ दिए। लेकिन एक चमत्कार हो गया पहले 7 दिन में ही। मुझे सर दर्द होता था, यानी कि माइग्रेन कहते हैं। 18 साल तक मुझे माइग्रेन की बीमारी थी। मुझे हर महीने एक बड़ा अटैक आता था, मुझे उल्टी होती थी, बहुत एसिडिटी होती थी और ऐसे लगता था कि भगवान ने मुझे नरक यही दिखा दिया। तो मेरा इतना दर्द था, लेकिन मैं एलोपैथिक पेन किलर्स नहीं लेती थी, मैं नेचुरल रेमेडी लेकर कैसे भी करके अपना जीवन चला रही थी। लेकिन जब दूध और दूध के सारे पदार्थ मैंने छोड़ दिए तो पहले ही हफ्ते में मेरा सारा दर्द चला गया, एक भी अटैक नहीं आया। दूसरा हफ्ता हुआ, तीसरा हुआ, चौथा हुआ, बिल्कुल गायब। और मेरी एसिडिटी भी बिल्कुल चली गई। मैं थोड़ी मोटी भी थी तो मेरा 2 किलो वजन पहले ही महीने में चला गया, एकदम हल्का लगने लगा शरीर और मेरा एनर्जी लेवल बहुत बढ़ गया। मैं पूरी एकदम चकित हो गई कि खाली दूध छोड़ने से ऐसा होता है क्या? हम गुजराती हैं, हमारे घर में दही, छाछ, मलाई, मक्खन, घी, हर चीज हम बहुत सारा उपयोग करते हैं और खाते हैं। तो वैसा मेरा भी था, मैंने भी वो सब खाया ही था। लेकिन अब मुझे जानना था कि दूध में क्या गड़बड़ है। फिर उस समय पे इंटरनेट पे इतना इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं था, फिर भी जो भी मिला तब पता चला कि मिल्क में क्या गड़बड़ है। तो आप जानते हैं कि जो भी स्तनधारी पशु होते हैं, जैसे कि यहाँ
Punita ben baki ne
Rest of the video, I'm going to post it in the California so you can see it.
Okay. I have a gentleman named by Chawan. He's talking to us from Toronto. He is a IT specialist working in Toronto, and he runs a lot of shibirs in when Chawan Sahib does a shibir in Toronto or Canada, he organizes them. But the reason he joined because he had cholesterol problems and sugar problems. So I asked, he would like to share his experience, how he came about that, and he's going to share his phone number, and you feel free to call him, if you have any type of questions for him, in the later on, and you can call him and talk to him. Go ahead, Chawan Sahib, please go ahead. Hello.
Hello. Jai Sramin and Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Rakesh Chauhan. I am in Canada. We are so lucky that we have been introduced with Navi Bhojan Pratha by
JP, can we see him? Just a second.
Yes, go ahead, Rakesh bhai. Take boljo એટલે તમે દેખાવ જોઈએ સ્ક્રીન પર.
Okay.
Yes. Now I can see.
So we are so lucky that Navi Bhojan Pratha, which is kachu khawanu, like raw food, is food as a food thai medicine. So I just want to share my experience apart from introduction. If you have anybody in Canada, you can feel free to share my number, everything. And we are always available. Now, the main benefit, main reason I joined was at the age of 39, I had a blood pressure. I diagnosed with a blood pressure and high cholesterol, and I had 3 small kids. So I was worried, and then I thought that I'm the sole earner in family, so I feel a lot more responsible because my wife is not professional. So at the time I visited my family doctor, MD is a very genuine. So he told me that Rakesh, you start this blood pressure medicine because blood pressure eventually damage all other, on a long run it damages all the other organs like kidney and liver and lot of things, and similarly cholesterol is a risk factor. So I started following the advice of medical doctor and started medicine. For everybody must be aware of cholesterol medicine Lipitor, which is used worldwide. There's no any other alternate for cholesterol other than Lipitor. So I started it, and then there is not much side effect for Lipitor, but there is some side effect which is like you feel muscles looseness, and even though you exercise to strengthen your muscles, it doesn't work because medicine every day you take and then you still feel muscles looseness. The blood pressure medicine was one of the best in Canada and across the world, which is Coversil. So Coversil I started, and my doctor said that this is the best medicine we have no other better medicine than this. And it immediately reduced my blood pressure to much more normal, and I continued for a couple of months. But the problem was the side effect. Like it was horrible side effect. Like, you don't feel to do anything. You are sitting in sofa, you know that you have to do some work, but then you don't do it. And then I talked with my family doctor. He said that this is the best one. And then I said that now everything is normal. Can I get rid of this? He said no. And then even though I tried, I put off medicine for 1 week, and then my blood pressure shoot up like anything. And then I had no other option to continue medicine. And then eventually I reached up to, after 6 months, up to a point where it was like normal and little bit above normal. So I went to family doctor. He said that we have to increase dose, and there was no other avenue. Then from friend circles and my brother in India, I come to know about Navi Bhojan Pratha, NBP, and I became so fascinated, and I started trying it, and it started yielding me result. my blood pressure started coming down further with medicine, and then eventually I get off medicine. And then after getting off medicine, I was feeling so normal and then natural, because our body mechanism is made to be natural. We have all the nutrients and hormones and everything generated normally in our body. Only thing is sometimes it is not aligned, and because of that, one of the big factor is food. We are actually from childhood we are brainwashed with do proper breakfast, do eat rotli and bhakri and anaj, otherwise you don't get energy. And milk, you drink milk, particularly for kids, we are forced to drink milk, otherwise you get punishment. And so you are so brainwashed, and your system is so designed that in morning 7 o'clock you start craving for tea and nasto, and then after a lunchtime, even though you are not hungry, you start looking for food, and then you stand up and look for food and eat, and mainly cook food. And then dinner time also same thing, like dal bhat saag rotli, whatever you guys eat. And it is programmed very hard coded in brain. And now getting out of that routine and trying the natural food was a big challenge. But in my experience, what happened was you start eating this raw food more and more, and your with help of enema pot, and your intestine become more and more clear. Your craving go away. That is the main thing. In living in North America, the craving is a big problem. Like when you get stressed, as an IT professional, I have very sometimes schedule become so out of control, and then some of the work priority becomes so heavily, because responsibility, you are accountable, you are responsible, so you can't feel to eat even other than working. And once your problem get finished, you go back to your normal. So the main point is, during that time, if you eat raw food, and then it reduce your craving of coffee, tea, whatever, even though you are in stress. The other thing I helped me was because of the system and knowledge I got from BV Chauhan and all the programs and all the followers and workshop and seminars. I found that when there is no food, you are hungry. Um it is very good to remain hungry and pass that threshold. So now you pass that threshold of hungerness and don't eat anything. Maybe eat green juice or something. Green juice help you. Let's say you are very hungry, you drink 1 cup of green juice. It will let you go for another 6 hours without any craving. So the main thing is remain hungry is very good. It went deep into my mind, like I was brainwashed with all this food and cooked food. Similarly, I try to brainwash my mind with hungerness. Another thing is green juice and raw food. And another, whenever you have a craving or you are hungry and you want to eat something, near you keep your raw food, nuts or some other fruits or something very handy across you on your work table, or wherever you are in sofa, nearby sofa, or wherever. The access to the raw food is very important, so that you hungry, you don't have any choice, you eat those, and then it cleans up your system, it detoxifies it, and it let you do it. The main thing in so after that, for my blood pressure and cholesterol, I don't eat any medicine now, and I feel so confident, I feel more energetic.
Tabara, what are your results? What are your results of your blood pressure, cholesterol? Are well within a range now?
Right, it is well within a range, and every time I go to family doctor, he check my blood test. He said that Rakesh, you are not eating medicine. He always worried about me, but every time my blood reports come normal.
Very good, very good.
And
Can you share your phone number so people would like to call? They can call you directly. Is that possible?
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, on the website, our website, my number, my wife number, and my number is there, email address and everything. Here in chat, I will type my phone number, email address, and all the contact detail in Canada.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, it's my.
आप अभी cook food खाते हो शाम को कि all the time you are eating raw food?
Not all the time. In the evening, I eat 1 or 2 roti with a salad, and either with a dal or some sindhi kadhi. If you know, sindhi kadhi is like a lot of
Yes, we do know that. Yes.
vegetable and a little bit of spices like.
Okay. Thank you, Rakesh bhai. Thank you so much taking your time from Toronto, Canada, and joining us. And if since you are sharing your phone number and address on a chat box, people can take down on the chat box and then they can call you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Dr. Sangeeta Shah is our next guest. She's joining us from Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Sangeeta Ben had attended our okay. So Sangeeta Ben is going to join us now, and she's going to talk about, she had attended our seminar in Atlanta, and she's been practicing this NDS, and I would like her to share what problem prompted her to come and join our seminar and how is she doing now. Sangeeta Ben, please speak up so we can bring you in a center.
Yeah, sorry, my internet had some problem. Sorry,
no, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Rakesh bhai, we will put your phone number and we will call you.
Yes, and anybody can individually call me. I'll share my experience, time, everything. But the main thing is getting off medicine. That is the main life-changing for me.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I have seen my father was diabetic, blood pressure. Later on, and in India, there were no all these yoga and NBP program came. Those were not at the time. And then he addicted to all this medicine, and he needed more and more and more medicine, which resulted in more and more problems. Like he became less mobile, so he could not walk that much. And then after he developed Parkinson, because after 20-25 years of all this medicine, he developed Parkinson, which is very bad.
Right. Rakesh bhai, I need to bring another guest in. So thank you so much. Yeah. Dr. Sangeeta Shah, are you
phone share kari dejo, Rakesh bhai. Phone share kar dejo.
I'm sharing on chat, and then Dipak bhai also have it.
Yes.
So I'm sharing my email.
I will post it in California also.
Yeah, we'll post it in California.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, Sangeeta Ben, speak up. Hello. Sangeeta Ben, you do unmute your...
Yeah, I am. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can see you now. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Dr. Sangeeta Shah, and I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana. And I'm a retired physician, and I'm 74 years old.
All right.
All right. You don't look 74, Sangeeta Ben.
So I have to let them know. That's why.
Me.
Of course, I remember you, Punita.
Not even 47.
Very nice.
I have almost followed, I always practice alternative medicine for a long time. And my diet was always regular, natural diet. However, in spite of that, I was not a heavyweight. And I developed diabetes about 2 years ago. And so I was very upset at that time. I said, after doing all this stuff, I'm still developed diabetes. And I was hypertensive at very young age because I have like lot of genes which were passed down. So in spite of having alternative medicine, natural diet, not heavyweight, I was succumbed to blood pressure and 2 years ago with diabetes. So, and I had a sister who was following some NDS for a little while. So then when it came along for Atlanta, I went to join the seminar. And I've been following for almost now 1.5 years, since last July. And I have lost, I'm a small person, but I have still lost about 15 to 18 pounds of weight. In about less than 6 months, I think I lost all that weight. And I'm a weight I was before my children were born. So I'm at the same weight now. My diabetes is under control. I've reduced my blood pressure medicine to half. And I was taking thyroid medicine, which I don't take anymore. So all that has been controlled. And I'm still following, I do intermittent fasting. I do the juices, most of the time green juice or the vegetable juice. I usually at lunchtime eat fruits, sometimes salad, but along with the juice. And for dinner time, mostly I do use cooked vegetables, but I only eat vegetables 90% of the time. I don't usually eat roti or something, very rarely, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. Sometimes I do eat some dal, but mostly the vegetables and the salad for dinner. But I do use some cooked food. So my cooked food to raw food ratio is 60 to 40. My 60% food is raw and 40% cooked food. I don't take any tea, and I have been dairy free for a long time because I was having some non-specific symptoms. I didn't know what was going on, and then I got my blood tested and I found out I was so sensitive to milk. So I had stopped taking the milk, and a lot of my symptoms went away. So I was been dairy free, but I used to take some dairy here and there, some cheese here and there. But now I don't even take any tea, any dairy product. And there is a milk substitute, which is a vegan milk called Ripple, RIPPLE. I have enjoyed that. It's a pea protein milk. So you can do that as like it has a consistency of the milk. If you're a tea drinker, you can add that. My husband started doing that. He drinks his tea and he doesn't use the milk. So I have really enjoyed, and I have continuously, regularly did enema. But I always did detoxing my colon before, and I used to do colonics, which cleans your colon. So
Colon irrigation, yeah.
Right. Colonics, I routinely do that. So even when I came for the program, within a week, I had this severe diarrhea right after the juice. So then I had talked to Chawan Sahib and his wife, and she said, well, you are already clean because you know, but I still continue to do that at least once a week. I still continue to do the enemas once or twice a week, and you can tell now when you need it.
Do you do any fasting, Sangeeta?
I when we had the pollution, I did fasting, but I'm usually have not done fasting that much.
Okay.
Right. I'm just doing this intermittent fasting and routine, you know. So I'm not done fasting. Only thing now I'm having issues with is I had a knee surgery done, but in February. And so I'm suffering. I have developed something, they call it chronic pain syndrome. So my knee surgery went all right. And right after that, I started developing this pain syndrome. So I'm suffering from that pain right now.
Oh, okay.
And nothing is helping. So I might be thinking about doing, because I did do fasting last month for a couple of days, and the whole week I just ate once a day.
Oh, okay.
And mostly I did that whenever pollution comes along, if a Jain pollution, we do the fasting during those times. So I did that at that time. Yeah.
Do you, if you don't mind, I would like to share your phone number, your contact number. So if some people have a similar type of queries, they can contact you. Is that okay?
Definitely. You have my number, and you can share on the, if you want.
Okay. Thank you so much.
you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Sangeeta
Bye. Bye, Pooja.
Yeah. Keep it. Keep
Bye.
good health in Louisiana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Ajay bhai, now you can unmute, or
Everyone.
we can take a question and answer.
Sure. Whoever has a question, they can unmute themselves. Huh? You are able to unmute yourself. No worries. Go ahead. Ask questions. Yeah.
Hello, Punita Ben. Hello, Dipak bhai.
Huh.
I am Seema Patel here.
Okay.
I have attended your seminar in Guru Purnima in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So
Okay. Oh, yes.
since that, I have started taking green juice, and I was little scared to take the enema. So when I went to India, I did it in one Ayurveda hospital, but it was for a week only. And doctor said that your body, like, you don't eat any grains much, and you are taking green juice and all, so you don't have any much things when they observe my enema and all that thing. So right now what you explained, so I have ordered everything, kit and everything what you said
Good.
that time in
Very
2
good.
years back, but still I didn't get courage to do it from the home. So Punita, can you guide me, like, should I do, and how should I know that it's clean or not? Because what signals you gave me, that as soon as I get green juice, 20-25 minutes I get pressure of stool as well as urine, both the things I get, and everything comes out. So this is the sign for me, like that.
So I think maybe your system is clean. I'm not, if your green juice comes out as you drink it in, that means your system from top to bottom is clean pretty much. But if you have taken in a past any type of milk, I got through explaining that body stops making digesting enzymes after child becomes 5 years old or when child starts getting teeth. So if you have drank any milk after that, that milk fat has no place to go because it does not break down. So what happens, those milk, the fat particles, it gets stored throughout your body. Some people have little just like a, what they call some kind of indentation in the body. Underneath the skin, you feel some is sticking out, right? So that fat stays in your body. There is no way that fat can come out of the body unless and until you eat less, you take less caloric diet, and slowly it will burn out. That's the only way it can come out. So milk product, if you have taken a milk in the past, and of course grain too, grain is highly acidic. Any type of grain is highly acidic, except millet. Millet is less harmful. Millet being what? Jowar, bajri, quinoa, nachni or ragi, whatever. Those are millets. Those millets are a little bit less harmful compared to the grains or dal. Anything you want to eat on a grain side, you should go and sprout it. When you sprout it, it becomes alkaline. When it is not sprouted, it is highly acidic. And human is so smart, since they can't eat the grain themselves, raw, they go grind it, they make a flour, and then they bake it, then they put it on a fire. I mean, by the time you eat, all the nutrients are gone anyway, so it does not help. So I would say what you need to do right now, if don't need to take enema every day if it is clean, but you should take enema as needed basis. I'm taking enema, it's been 4.5-5 years.
No, I would like to take, but like 1 liter water, you said everything we have to put inside, and it should be normal temperature, water tap water.
As much as it goes in. But once a week, are you doing fasting nirjala? Are you doing nirjala?
Yeah, mostly it happens because what you said, since childhood, my body was not ready to accept milk, any grains. So always I'll have a loose motion. As soon as I eat, in 1.5 hours, my body was throwing away. I didn't put on weight or nothing, and I was very energetic since childhood, and still that way going on. If I eat food, I feel uneasy. The body answers me same way.
You don't have to put the 1 liter water. Whatever your body can take it. So don't force yourself. Sometimes if you feel that you are not clean, then you may do it second time. But it's not up to you that you go ahead and put the 1 liter water.
Guruji said that, one of the meeting in a Seattle Zoom meeting I attended with him, and he said that, you as soon as call comes in, you're taking enema, call comes in, go to bathroom, do whatever you need to do, then go back and finish rest of the water if you can. Okay.
Next.
Yeah. Next.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Most welcome.
આપણે સોયા મિલ્ક પીએ તો એ સારું કે નહીં? You know, when we have soya milk or almond milk.
Okay, soya milk has a lot of estrogen. Okay, so soya milk, you need to be careful, and soya milk is made after giving a heat. Soya milk doesn't, they don't make soya milk naturally. They give it a heat. Almond milk, Punita had explained last meeting, you soak the almond overnight and then take the skin out, and then you grind it, and then you strain it in a strainer, and then you got a milk ready to be used. And Punita, you did say,
use like a 1 cup of almond which is without skin, then you go for it, put 2.5 cups water, and you grind it in a Vitamix, and then
strain it.
then you can strain it like we also have it like in NDS, something like this, or if you have a nut bag.
Yeah, I have that.
Ready.
Ready, yeah.
Okay.
But how long your milk stays good in your refrigerator?
Yeah.
I just keep it no more than 2 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that we can use it in everything?
Everything, including in the tea.
One of the things she's going to post on Rupa Ben's complete report. Rupa Ben has published a book. You can make one of the fantastic yogurt out of peanut milk, and she has a method how to make it, and it's a very thick and a very substantial yogurt. She makes it regularly, so she explains in her book. Yeah,
I'll post it this evening.
yeah, she'll post
Okay, thank you.
You are.
Sure.
And Punita ji, can you also give us the recipe? You can about this dressing, because I remember some long time back you gave recipe of the dressings, salad dressing.
Okay, I will.
Okay,
I will.
thank you.
Today I'm going to give you really good recipe, which is fantastic and yummy.
Okay, thank you.
And my request to all of you, couple of 3 things. If you have a question, please send it to Punita ji. If you have good videos, do send it to her, and we would watch it. And if it comes pretty good, we will place it next time. And if you do come up with a good recipes, also send it to Punita ji. We'll check it out ourselves and see if it works. And then if we need to modify, we can modify it accordingly. So that's that. Okay, next question, please.
Yes.
Punita,
Yeah.
Punita, Navratri is coming, and I have been doing Navratri my regular way, but I would like to follow NDS and doing the Navratri. Do you have any experience?
Some of the people are doing in Navratri, yeah. And the only thing, some ingredient which is in the juice, we're not going to use it. So I will find out exactly, and then I will post it for Navratri.
Yeah.
So how to make a green juice.
Okay.
What we will do, we will give you 10 days program for Navratri for everyone. Whatever you can follow, try to follow, and you will see the benefit out of it. We'll
Yes.
give you all 10 days from day 1 to day 10. How.
Okay, that will, okay. I will look forward for it. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Dipak bhai, I have one comment.
Sure, go ahead, sir.
Okay. The roti I eat is not a wheat roti. So what my wife do is she mix all flour like singoda, rajagra, soya beans, chana no lot, and lot of other minus wheat, no wheat at all. And then she mix all these bhaji. She make a paste of methi, kothmari, everything, and then she mix it. And that type of roti I eat. So whoever to try roti and improve roti, they can do that. They reduce or make sure that either they don't have a wheat or reduce the wheat portion. Don't buy the Navratan atta type of atta which are already pre-mixed, because we don't know the quantity they put. They write singoda and juar and everything, but maybe they put 2 spoons. So that might not be helpful. And in terms of other recipe like green juice and other items, person has to think about how their body reacts to the green juice ingredients. So main ingredients, amla, dudhi, and some other cucumber and things like that. But they can add any green and they can see how their body reacts.
Correct.
And they can adjust it accordingly.
Correct.
For their suitability.
Yeah, Punita is going to give a roti recipe. People have to eat roti. She's gonna give in a part of her recipe information today. She's gonna do that. But one of the most important thing, guys, please avoid wheat. Wheat is not a human food. If you want to become very old, very fast, eat as much wheat as you want. Wheat causes a lot of cancer, especially you have heard of in Punjab, they have a cancer train goes every Saturday to Delhi from their capital, and it's a wheat eating people, public, that's so wheat you should avoid. Another grain you should definitely avoid at any cost is tuver dal. Tuver dal has a lot of urea. Urea is not a healthy thing to do because it causes a lot of discomfort to your urinary system, and urea is not your friend. Third thing all the dietitian will tell you, third thing you want to avoid is a corn. Corn is a very hard on the body. So these three things, if you can avoid, you must avoid. That is not a healthy thing to do. Next question.
I think now we'll go on recipe. Anyone else has any question?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Gulu.
I have a question too.
Gulu, go ahead.
Okay. My question is, Dipak bhai, if we do the 16-hour intermittent fasting, then
Yes.
we have green juice, then we can have fruits and all that. And in the evening, if we have little bit of food, well cooked, with healthy ingredients in it, is that doable?
Now, if you don't have any diseases, yes, you can go ahead and eat. Chavan Sahib said you 40-60. I'm saying 80-20. So 80% vegetables, 20% whatever you want to eat. That's fine. But if you want to get rid of your diseases, see, best way body cures itself is by not eating. And when you don't eat, and if you fast, then it cures much more faster. It goes and heals. Your body heals itself. Body has a capacity to repair itself if you allow them to do that. Because what I told you earlier, your body spends most of its energy to digest the food and then discharge the food. If you allow the energy not to do that, then it repairs. Whatever disease you may have, it repairs. And so that is, if you can't do the fasting, and when I say fasting is a nirjala, not even taking water. If you can't do nirjala fasting, then go on a rasahar and stay on a rasahar. More you stay on a rasahar, more you will see, that you will be repairing yourself. You're curing a lot of diseases. But if you eat little food at night, beginning fasting is tough. People, it's a mental game. If you tell your body, hey, you're gonna get food, then it's not gonna get food.
Basically, what he's trying to say that if you reach your goal and if you want to be free from the disease, and if you think that, oh, you are okay, then definitely you can eat some cooked food in the evening. Yes.
Okay.
But Chavan says cooked food is a dead food, right? Because you are killing enzyme and then you're basically filling the space. Yeah.
Right. But I understand all that. But sometimes what happens, apni prakruti is such an important thing. They say don't deprive your mind, don't deprive your brain. So that confusion I get sometimes.
True. So what do you do? Yeah, what works for me is I will cook dal, but then I have a salad and I use dal as my dressing, and it works out wonderful for me. Yeah. And I bake a lot of raw vegetables. I don't bake it under 100%, but bake it halfway. And then I put my masala and stuff and it tastes very good.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Yesterday, Gulu, I made all kathol, like a beans, donsa, right? All the beans together. Okay. And then what I did it in between, I put the cabbage and lettuce, tomato, there is no
just
salt,
salad,
nothing.
just a salad.
Salad, and you just wrap it and you eat it.
Like a burrito, yeah.
But you also eat, I made a green sauce, which is avocado, tomato,
Right.
and cilantro, which is also raw.
Raw, right.
Then I make it like with red chili, yeah, red bell pepper, garlic, all like raw food. So 90%, I would say 95%, we ate raw, but I also have a wrapped up in those one thing and only one you eat. And then you have a bowl of soup.
Oh.
Your stomach full.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I'm hungry right now.
Okay, go ahead. The next question, please.
Dipak, I have a question regarding this concept
Last
of
one.
the concept of the nirjala that you talked about.
Yes.
Now, as we are doing this intermittent fasting for last 1 week now, that 16-8, right? 16 hours not eating food and then 8 hours eating food. So during that 16 hours, if I'm not drinking water, is it equivalent to nirjala, or your concept of nirjala is going beyond that?
And nirjala is 24 hours and a very simple thing to do, very easy. See, we don't drink green juice till 12 o'clock anyway. So if you're eating last meal at night, let's say 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever. So you got 12 hours, then plus 6 hours, so you 18 hours already done. So if you can, from 12 to 6, if you can pull 4 more hours, you got yourself a 24-hour fasting. But you should not drink any water, because, you know, it's funny. Water is not like a straight plumbing line. When you drink water from the top and it comes out the bottom, it's not, doesn't happen like that. Water goes through processing in your liver and your kidney, and then it comes out. So body has to work, but when body doesn't have anything to work, one of the experiment I would like you to do that is if you do 24 hours and you haven't drank any water, you haven't eaten any, and you haven't taken any liquid, you still will go to urine, and when you urinate, you will see the smell comes out. A lot of impurity will come out of your kidney. Okay, so this was the and if you have any question, please do free to call us and we will answer it. I think I need to give Punita ji at least next 20 minutes to explain her recipes. So let's do that.
Let's go there. Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. Everybody, like we had a we had a green juice, and then we have a raw food during the daytime, but definitely in the evening, we would like to eat some cooked food. If you don't eat a cooked food, we don't feel like happy, or you don't feel satisfied with your hunger. So you really want to eat a cooked food. So I was thinking, what can be done? Like once you achieve your goal, or if you're free from your disease, and you say, okay, whatever I need to be doing, I'm done. Then when you started eating in the evening, I highly recommend that we need to maintain that weight, because like it's just like a yo-yo. Your weight is gone and now again you got it, again up, again down. It is like a kind of impossible, and is hard on our body also. So my highly recommendation, when you eat in the evening, try to make some sense and what can be eating. Then I figure out, okay, if we can eat like a less calorie, that is the only way. And not only less calorie, we have to have a enzyme we need to save. It has to be very nutrition. We have to be energetic because we are working. So what can be done? So I figure out a lot of recipe and I work on myself first, because I work all the time. So what can be done? And most of the people, I'm just going to give you each time some different thing. But this time, we're going to start. Everybody likes roti. Everybody wants like those chapati in the evening. But now we got a problem because it's taking 18 hours to digest this wheat roti, even though you eat one or even though you eat two, it doesn't matter. So how can we reduce that time? So I was just thinking, and what I did, let's put the 50% vegetable and 50% dough, and not necessary wheat flour. I don't use so much wheat flour in mine, but I use another 4 or 5 different flour, which is jowar, quinoa, oat flour, rajagro, so many flour, and either you can mix it up together which is, and you make a 1 cup out of it, or you can eat, if you like the one only, like only Rajagro or something, that will be fine too. So so now we're going to make it nutritious roti. And the roti, we can make it out of like a vegetable, spinach, beetroot, cilantro, cucumber. And if you want to make a sweet roti, then you can just put the fruit. So you want to show the, and how we're going to reduce, like a 50% is like our wheat or any kind of carbohydrate. And in order to what happened, instead of the 18 hours is going to take now 9 hours. So 50% atta and 50% we're going to take a sabji. So all this sabji, what we're going to do it, just grind it in a Vitamix, make a paste and mix it up with the atta, with the flour. And flour, you can use it with your choice. Jowar, quinoa, oat, rajagro, you can make it all together one, or you can just make it like one separate. In an older time, people used to eat a lot of like a rotli, dal, shak, and then we are saying that, oh my God, why we cannot eat it? Because everybody, and I was also doing the same way. But older time, there was a like, they are working so hard, and their digestion system is so good because they are working hard. Our lifestyle has been changed. Now our lifestyle is to get into the car, and everything work on the computer. So 95% time we are sitting. If we want to do something else, like if we want to walk, then we just like make it like agenda. Oh, I'm going to go for a walk for 1 hour. Oh, today I made 5,000 steps. So our lifestyle has been changed. But a lot of time we don't have so much time that we can do exercise, we can do so much. And our body cannot digest all this like a hard food. So only way we can do it, let's cut the 50% carbohydrate. So 50% vegetable and 50% wheat flour, make a paste. Make a paste, and then you can make a dough. You want to show Ajay bhai? And then you can roll it in a roti. You can make it spinach roti, beetroot roti, so all colorful, healthy roti. And the way how we need to make it, which is in this kind of mitti tawa.
Nice.
Yeah, see the mitti tawa? You know why mitti tawa? That's what I'm using lately. Because mitti tawa, like you cannot cook anything on a high flame. So the heat is not going to be very high point. So all you can, all the ingredient and all the enzyme and everything, we can just save it. And we do not need to put this roti straight on the flame. You just do it in this this pan, and you can dab it with the, you can do like this with the, what do you call, kapda say, like just use the cloth or napkins or something, and you dab it, and your roti will be ready, and that will be a delicious roti. And I will post this one in the California.
Can I ask a question?
Any question for this?
Yeah, I have a question. You mentioned that 50% atta and 50% sabji, but can we use, instead of wheat flour, can we use any other flour?
Of course.
Yes. That's why I mentioned.
Which will be more beneficial.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why I say jowar, quinoa, oat, rajagro. So you can use any flour.
Naturally, yeah.
Or you can mix with the one like all together flour, and still you can use 1 cup flour, 1 cup vegetable.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And try not to put any salt in that one, and make sure you don't put the ghee or butter on top, because this is going to be so soft and miracle. Oh my God, so yummy, yummy. You would like it. So that way you lose weight and you will maintain no cholesterol. Got it? Next, any more questions? So we can go to the now next will be for the soup.
I have just one comment.
Okay.
So what my wife do is in Costco they sell these oatmeal boxes like 5 kg or something, and she buy those oatmeal and then she blend it and make a flour, and we add that in roti too, which is also very soft and nice.
Very
You
good.
are extremely right, because this is the way I make it too. Actually, I make a flour with the oatmeal. I make it the flour home with the quinoa. Then I make a flour with the rajma and some beans and grind it, all those nuts also, and make the flour. I also make a flour from the almond also. Yes, I do.
Oh, you use almond meal is a binder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't
okay.
have to put any oil.
Yeah, you don't need to put oil to knead it. Yeah.
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 But if you make a roti, you don't need to put the almond flour, because like a 50% vegetable itself will make this roti very, very soft.
Very soft. Okay. Good. Good deal. Good deal. Next one.
Okay, now we're going to make the asparagus soup. Because see, sometimes what happens, remember, when you eat one roti, then you need to have like 2 cups of vegetables. So always is going to be double. And sometime I decided, oh, I'm not so hungry because I ate the salad in the afternoon and I still want to lose some weight. Then instead of the roti, try to have like 2 cups of vegetable and 1 cup is the soup. And everything is so hot, so you satisfy your hunger, satisfy that, oh my God, we ate something hot meal. Asparagus soup, we can make it like a 1 or 1.5 bunch asparagus, 4 green onion, which is spring onion, 10 almond without skin, 1 dark kale leaf, 1 tomato, 1 vegetarian, bouillon. Boil all these ingredients, everything in a 1 pot, and make it like a cold for 7 minutes. Then put it in the mixture, and your soup is ready. And don't forget to garnish it, because see, you have to like it. Your eyes has to like it. So what I garnish with the like a little bit those cilantro, green onion, pumpkin seed, basil, and black pepper. You add, and you can have this looks. And does it look like a very yummy soup?
Of course, of course. Is a brilliant.
Are you guys ready to eat?
Oh yes, sure.
Yeah.
Show us the
yummy.
bouillon.
Very presentable.
I use the bouillon. I want to make sure they have a organic and low sodium. Is the gluten free. So make sure you use this one. And this is, they have a all green ingredient, which is, they have a onion, carrot, turmeric, celery, and parsley. So all these things together in this one bouillon. So when you put it in the soup, the tastes come very, very yummy.
What's the name of the company?
You can get it from the Sprout.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a vegetarian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Punita soup looks really good.
Yeah. If there is no COVID, I could have made it in my seminar. You know, remember we used to cook it together?
That's right.
All our NDS team together, and yes.
Hey, Minaben, if you are still there from San Jose, we would like to, when COVID is over, we would like to do first seminar in San Francisco. So, because I'm getting a lot of calls from San Francisco, but people are nobody's ready to organize. We would like to do one, so quite a few people can participate into it.
Oh, that's a good, yes.
Okay.
That's a good news.
Yeah. So try to talk to Haveli. There is a Haveli there, and they were talking to me. So if you can find somebody can organize it, that would be great. We will come and prepare the food for whoever.
I'll give you
attends it.
Mina's phone number.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah, later.
Okay, the next one, we're going to make it like a carrot and peas, like a carrot and mutton or carrot and peas soup.
Okay.
This is a carrot and pea soup. So 1 cup of fresh mutter, not the frozen one, because since we are getting right now mutter. 1 cup of carrot, 1/2 cup of potato, 1 veggie bouillon, 1 is ginger, salt, pepper, and I also put this tej patta. You see this tej patta? It's called bay leaves.
Bay leaves, yes.
The bay leaves, the taste comes very yummy and it looks very tasty, and it's a smell very good. Smell very good. Okay, so what you can do it like, you can just have like a carrot, and then carrot you can cut it in a small pieces. Potato you can cut it in a small pieces, and all the mutter you can add that bouillon, ginger, and tej patta, which is bay leaves. And you can put like three like a garlic, very and everything, and you add the water and boil it and cool down for 7 minutes, and then you add into the like Vitamix. And before you put it in a Vitamix, make sure that that tej patta, which is bay leaves, you can take it out from your pot, and same time you can keep half a cup of peas and carrot. You can keep it also on the side, because garnish is always very important. And plus in this soup, like the crunchy thing, all the little bit carrot and little bit pieces coming in your mouth, and taste comes very good. You can see that white stuff, what I did I made a coconut milk and I put it on top just to garnish it. So taste comes very yummy.
What are the red leaves? What are the red leaves? I see some red leaves on garnishing.
Is it a red bell pepper?
No, this is like, remember what we have,
beet?
A beet, and just a little bit, like I try to make a little bit fancy.
It looks good. It looks good. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Any question? Because we are done with the soup.
Yeah, Dipak bhai, if we don't have that lubrication, what we can use, like a homemade thing?
Yeah, no, you can use a coconut oil is fine.
Castor oil.
Castor oil is fine. You know,
Yeah.
you can use that. I try to, I try to avoid oil-based lubricant. This is not oil-based. The one I showed you is not a lubricant. You know,
Yeah, I will check here because I'm not in
very-
USA. Yeah, so I have to check in other place here, and if I get it same which you showed it, I have noted. So I'll try to get.
Yeah, but I mean, Amazon sells it. Amazon has online. You can buy it, or
Then
any
it is great.
drugstore. They have it anyway.
I use the castor oil, but it will be still okay, just in case if you can't find it.
Yeah,
It's no
but
big
some
deal.
people use Vaseline too.
Yeah.
But you know, but this is a little bit more hygienic per se. But anyway, you don't have to.
Yeah, so I'll look for it. No, somehow I thought that if we don't get and we want to start it, then how we can?
No. Start it. Starting is more important. Lubricant
Yeah.
becomes secondary. Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you.
Sure, you betcha.
Any more question, or we are almost done? So we're going to do once a month now on. And if somebody wants to cover some kind of special, their need, then they go ahead and put it in my California group. So we will cover that.
Yeah. I just want to conclude, this whole seminar happens by volunteer work only. Ajay Bhai, who's working as an admin, he's giving his services. Somebody else has donated the Zoom time. And then we could use somebody who can write recipes in English and type it up, so we can, typing would be Punita, and work with Punita, and we can type it up and can send it in, you know, we can put it in, post it. So anybody wants to do any volunteer work, do if you have any kind of specialty or IT help, do let us know, and then we can use that, and we will continue as long as, you know, everybody works together on this. This is not mine or Punitaji's the site NDS, we all work together on this, and we
This
would like
belongs to us.
all of us. Yeah,
all of us.
Yeah.
And what I can do it like a one, next time I can give you 1-day diet program. It really works very well, but I do need a help that if I have so many things I make different way, and somebody wants to try and somebody can help me, then we can post it everything.
And my next talk is gonna be on a fasting, and my most favorite subject, fasting, how to do the fasting, what are the benefits of fasting, and I'm gonna bring some guests who has done fasting, Nirjala fasting for 7 days, 10 days, 15 days without any water, and they'll talk about what kind of cure they've tough disease they've cured themselves. So we're gonna talk about fasting.
I have one question. When we eat fruits, what is better? Is it a juice is better or the fruit is better?
Fruit is better.
Both are equally good. Both are equally good, as long as you don't take the fibers out. So it is equally good. Yeah, that's fine. Juice you get digested quickly. Fruit, it takes time, right? The juice you can digest quickly. Yeah. But see, fruit and then solid food you don't mix together. When you mix together, you lose the benefit of the fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So should we eat before dinner fruits?
Of course, fruit should be eaten always, because once you eat carbohydrate, then fruit would rot on the top of it because it doesn't get a chance to get digested. So of course, yeah, fruit before, absolutely.
Okay.
Anyone has any question, or we are done? So everyone can say hello to each other.
And Ajay Bhai, thank you once more.
Thank you.
Dipak
Dipak Bhai, I want to tell you one thing.
And our two speaker, if you are still around, thank you so much for guiding us on.
Dipak Bhai and Punita Ben, if you need any help of translating or creating documents in either language, Gujarati, English, Hindi, let me know. And also, we have some dedicated people here in Canada also, the key people which help me organizing all this program across Toronto area. So some of them are very helpful. Like one of that is this translation and converting documents from Gujarati to English, English to Hindi, whatever languages. So we can use that. And also there are some really good people, key people in our Canada group. So we can also exploit their experience for the benefit of all the followers.
Oh, definitely, we will work together, and I am interested to use.
Is there Harshavin in the background? How are you? Thank you. You are phenomenal cook. Chauhan Sahib always speaks highly of you.
Thank you very much.
You've done a lot of work in them.
So I will call you Rajesh Bhai and Harsha. Yeah, so we'll talk. Maybe we'll make a team together. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Most
sure.
welcome.
In future, when border open and everything gets settled, we'll come there to do program also.
Okay,
come over.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, both of you. You are doing wonderful job. I really appreciate. Okay.
Okay, we can unmute everyone.